Okay, abusia CCA Ken Ofori Atta ne extradition no. Abusia Attorney General ba be file full document ne docket no or ba be boaboa bi ano na chese or the akwa USA Judicial Department na omonso ahwe case na proceed Ken Ofori Atta ne extradition na CCA no Ivan Chi de ehon nsem bi aba beto dwa o chese Ken Ofori Atta ne extradition process no enye easy say if say Attorney General ne OSP omo anka mbom na omo amfa document anase Ken Ofori Atta ne document no ankoma USA Judicial Department na omo nso anhwe case no omo proceed na omo afa namba abusuya ne extradition no ebeye very difficult entino CCA no Attorney General ene OSP kabom na omo ayesa process na Ken Ofori Atta CCA de baby asam na ekika kono eni ayenyan kiane ken ba na omode ne beba Ghana mo menko na yenkonko ti ensema so unsubscribe ya subscribe like and share ma for so ensa into me and kabia ha Ghana Politics Avenue. So and don't forget to click on the notification bell so na be any update be aba drop biano once able to me aka medamase
because initially no my who is a serious person.
Yes, Alaska, and my contention with them no and limited to the occupant of that particular office.
Okay.
Office na nkasa mfaso ni so it's a useless creation.
The office itself.
Yes, and sana ba occupant na say. Because the catcher say office no ya demonstrated clearly say obi ti ba bi no catcher say special prosecutor independent officer na say be agro na one adwen mu onim de okeka because act na nkasa kra betray the concept say it is independent. That is never true. Again, so where office no the creation ya, the motivation behind it at the time was political.
Okay.
Because the whole idea was that let us create a system now you go after people. That was the intention for its creation. So we had the first occupant of that particular office, Martin Amidu, who was very bitter and angry about the NDC at the time. So the president said they could exploit his anger at the time to, bibia. Yebetimi ayusu the prosecutor at some point in time omo didn't go through no more try to manipulate your friend saying Martin Amidu one responded to no what happened. He resigned.
That's right.
And Omokofa Abranti by the first thing I'm catch and said this is a gentleman who is tied to the apron strings of the power that be at the time. So I crocodile the John and no more the Ghana for it. There was no way that guy was going to prosecute anything. So at the time he danced around all the critical issues.
That's right.
Na okura two back and a psychological weapon and a mess of public criticisms, Now I said I know about press conference. No, I sound so emotional. Just to make you know, say me, Kisia Jaben, I am willing to do the job. But there is a category of people somewhere who are sabotaging me and they don't want me to do my work. And I'm sure that the lumba born in your mouth for no one can say be try remis or TV so my mom for who So Alaska, the question is I say about this kind of extradition treaty in as a forum. Ghana, you need US need a bilateral saying extradition treaty.
Okay.
But over to me, no country now engage when the need arises. Because America for very long time, what kind of us or extradite a man for committee various crime against America.
Okay.
And recently, the catch of boys are on my internet. I fraud you, so in that same your friends saying reciprocal way, people think says something of that nature happen. In the first place, Ken Ofori Atta supposed to be a dignified person of this party because be a former finance minister for 8 good years.
That's right.
The idea is that he cannot even come back. The unwillingness, the reluctance on his part to come back to his own motherland, the kind of Abraham Bonia Wabo Onim Bonia Wedin Akroma. So that alone is minus somewhere. Again, then let us use the systems available. Alaska, answer about starting extradition anywhere. The first thing is to build a competent case.
Okay.
That can stand your friends a prosecution anywhere,
okay.
Even cross border your friends a prosecution because say yes, fact we are. A court here in Ghana will have to indict Ken Ofori Atta.
Okay.
on record say he has been indicted. These are the crimes our committee. Then based on that document, nipa na oya investigation in this case, which is a special prosecutor, supposed to pick that document, not the Attorney General, because country to country, the ASP any power to deal with the American counterpart.
Good.
It is the Attorney General Department. So the Attorney General Department second document in we then no alliance with the Ghana foreign counterpart, the foreign. Your brother saying a foreign affair way then the details will be communicated to America, a department called your friends, the Department of Justice and a Department of State. These two departments, omunya documents now. Then the State Department and the BFA documents will go through and who say okay. There is credit, there is merit, because they need to make that way, because America will not allow you to extradite Obia. What commit crime or Ghana? Na sa crime no any crime any in America.
Okay.
For instance, you see ni panone Accra. Your friends say you say Obi ne Oba ne bema Adda Akroma say ya crime na ya pay wache wo na wadwa na kwa America.
Okay.
Answer America for ba etiase be extradite no. Oba ne bema da it should be also a crime in America.
Okay.
So that thing must be established first.
It means a crime or one must be equal to
a crime. According to the statute.
Right.
And now Marcia can say, I know ye finance minister. Now Bonnie or Mokan, and your witch hunting there.
Okay.
So I didn't be on someone who said witch hunting and your witch hunting. I had the case you built.
Good.
And to my established idea, you know, I see a time not a judge in America. I don't know about so I shall some new at me as find a certain factual way be very, very important. And now what me so I can say because of this, that, your friend is saying, me so na me dia me way, me dia accusation. And he said, well, yes, I never knew we are. Then and sana the case will be referred back to your friend is saying the justice the justice department.
The attorney says or the the state now we are first a judge.
Yes.
No so Akroma I say ekita wait.
Yes.
It's all these background checks.
Okay. So yes I never no. Then the process will begin. So the whole matter are involved in this particular thing. They say the office of the special prosecutor should be able to build a case, a very competent case.
Which is the docket.
So that docket must be submitted to the AG's department.
Okay.
And the AG will have to go through all this procedure. And at the end of the day, the gentleman sitting here, building any case via na, much ado about nothing. And to be some say, press conferences are not kind of rata yedu Akroma have bebrebe OSP yedu Akroma have bebrebe nyina na yede ne bo china e na mama ne time na mama ne we say on what basis
so that or the kind of idea.
Exactly, that's what I told you. That is what I told you. And I know obey press conference tin na all numerate and number ever SMLD no say for.
That's right.
I'm telling you say no adia it was one of the most useless thing I've seen ever in my life.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. It is the most useless thing. Let me tell you. And some now can I know if I'll go and do the playback. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You know what? 1 year ago, you can't watch him.
That's right.
That what he said yesterday, is the same thing you and I sat here. A Manasa investigation.
That's right.
And some of Manasa I can't about 1 year ago. That is the same thing he said. He never said anything different from what your friend said Manasseh has said. Because or starting from investigation now, a KPMG report and that is the report he read. And these are facts already in the public domain.
So I said already has
yes, where it started from ye be a company and din ya call almost so many credibility ya mamo contract and almost sign din and almost call then almost said then still you don't have credibility. Then they went and subcontracted the main venue to this company, and by the time anybody hosono na ye company main company na free
and one more no many credibility
about take over in some way won't say that we've said it about 1 year ago. Exactly. So he said nothing new. What he did yesterday, he said nothing new. It is something that is already, it's a public document. So a KPMG report on kind and nothing new. And what he wants I wouldn't know what you say, he's saying something different. But all that he said yesterday is something that has been in the public space for a very long time. You understand? So for me, I think say Kisia Jaben de Babi Adru no public pressure na want so no. He's just seeking to create a certain way beer. Your friend is saying a certain some drama beer. I remember public pressure no a friend so.
Okay.
And that's exactly what he's seeking to do. You understand? So for me, I think say like I said the last time, the office of the Attorney General must take possession of this particular investigation.
Okay.
Now making sure say the special prosecutor Emfa Ghana for Addo Niagro. But Alaska, I never quite lend some credence to in some year Kenya and I'll say Abrantiana de Nensabo most of the important cases was Akroma saying. And then Akuffo papa.
That's right.
Sisila da pa issue yati ha na wasesa hemeta sheniti di nkrofo di nachi. Sisila da pa fie. Na ye tuli mpa na ye say na ye kwa na ye ba. Now, when my minister were yes, no more contokwa, it's about drama. But the office of the special prosecutor is not a drama office. What I say. So for me, I think say, idea, and it's a Ghana for taking those things serious anymore because they have proven sufficiently. Say they are not ready, they are not willing to do near my betimia Bawumia Ghana for any closure to insemina air cosono. Namum state in your willing because. Ghanaians are politically conscious.
That's right.
Obia and first room to be nada nipa biemo. Ye ni 92 biemo. Obia niate. People are politically conscious and they are watching. And I'm telling you, sir, one of the reasons people voted massively for John Mahama government is to prosecute these people. And Ghanaians will not accept anything. So whoever is pretending and or acting as a hindrance to the cause of prosecution, you know, at the end of the day, he is not going to be answerable to Ghanaians.
That's right.
And the government that is going to answer. So if the guy is becoming an impediment, you just have to scrap him. I mean, when you say they should sack Ofori, your friend say Kisia Jabena, it must sound like a person. I won't pen as a minimum, but we have to grab him who that. I am saying, say, so person fight corruption, Alaska, and yet the many offices that you create, and yet the political will on your part, and by doing so, no. Over 500 million ayasasa ko good Attorney General's department or special prosecutor office auditor bulletproof and now the evidence came bulletproof not to toy and branch no commission to buy those things na damfo
so conflict of interest
Alaska and number 4 na isa be President Mahama kwa no oko we bulletproof no order
serious
and you also pep your friend saying bulletproof na to man e ka ya bo no office no ho na sebi oka say produce one person or prosecuting na unya akoko oba na abaka cho ya recovery abranti bi oka no ho communicate ya recovery no oje sen
sa abranti no kranka was so oja kasa
Alaska recovery no oje sen na oje ye
as
against ka ya invest e wo mu. These are the critical issues as you can answer. What I say. So for me, I think it's much ado about nothing. And then the same thing. And as a state in serious no capture. Look at Enra new information. I'm about saying. Or say yes, be. Pana oya national service CEO no. It be enlisted ho.
That's right.
As a personnel. Sika yedi ti or no on monthly basis no. It me to over 700 in young people are more national service every month into Onankasa salary.
700 Ghana.
700 Ghana Romoje.
700 and something coins go.
Yes, but me chance nipa or sika or not fine in a month no. Etimitia nipa different over 700 salary. Now we obi asabi winim nyansa. Panyina wenyina duru say we CEO. Winim say you are not a national service personnel. How do you input your name in a system and take money? Nyansani be na say way.
And on also no approve pin the my girl.
And I'm telling you say if I tell you say Akuffo ended up enlisting some fools into his government into sensitive position. You should understand. No, the last time I made mention.
They are not fools. So.
Alaska
I am for the Omaba.
And I saw mine in your audience. Nipa now onim nyansa o ye no. Look at Akwaya not buffer stocky.
That's right.
We and Neyere Makacho say for you know nyesika ni easy bargain and all they chain. But Krana ye feed you no. They were very hungry. Alaska na sika no nyani free. They no de be. So what be say I say President Akuffo tena say ne no ye say no tie news no hear what is happening within the space Now we in the power of person of conscience. And what will come to your mind? You created a very fertile avenue for these unwitting criminals to steal from the state, and that confirming someone I know the
that's right.
We didn't hate him as a person, but we hated his presidency and the way of us operating as a president. Because after all, no, being president, was some sort of a fantasy way for him, realization of childhood fantasies. Well, I must be the president. That alone was enough. So he created enough avenue for these people to plunder the state. And for me, that's my worry. So I think the Attorney General and President Mahama this time round, need to satisfy what Ghanaians want to see this time round.
That's right.
By going aggressive, going all way out, making sure say every single person, irrespective of what you are, where you come from, then as a forum, no, these people must face prosecution and if possible test jail. Sabaya Ghana for will take a minor serious because over the years it has been lying bare. In the past 8 years in Alaska, evidence been here this you know Akroma in some men at the preliminary stages, people who have power to ensure say at least on by investigation never. It got to a point the president was the one running around clearing people, said they were not guilty of anything. You understand? This is the time for us to establish that conventional red lines in the sun and tell people say a state in the Hokwa, Obana Bokronoa, there will be consequences for you. And that's exactly a near my Ghana for a party and internet or now, man, for soldiers, Attorney General, that tells you the energy, the anger in the people of this country wanting to see certain people facing prosecution. But there be a said the missing can you see the wheels of justice, are grinding slowly and sometimes you need to be very cautious when you are using evidence fact to go to court because you see. And yet, any place it's a court of competent jurisdiction. Evidence, exactly. You need to make sure that evidence now will present, as standard that prosecutional test, ubet me approve case in court and yes I made a call about to go ebasa Ghana for also no take it serious. So I think let us hasten slowly, but the commitment on the part of the government should never be warped. Now we're making sure say they go all out because that is what Ghanaians are looking at. And at the end of the 4 years, Ghana for will not accept any explanation aside the fact say people who stole our money and decided so may you sikana yankasa yanim nipo no mu wie sikane senkomu nim nyansa kranka different thing. Ask how we be national service sika no wa transfer sika na go on na personal account no wa transfer sika na koto property or kwa estate dan no kan 1 2 3 dabi mempe we dey see akire no yes abrosan we kan ba Akuffo timi to dan 23 at the same time the same day no wa
that's right or some crap baby our president
na wa bisa ho say. But we see Ghana for we are very emotional and very reactionary people. So issue no but we focus narrowly on the individual.
That's right.
What be say at the end be man possible kwabrani betimi atena national service awia 2.2 billion obi ahu ho hwe. It shows say the structures, the systems, oversight we na egu ho no very weak. Don't forget every year it's a national service submit the documents and parliament is supposed to get a copy and list. Now in the eyes of the law no what do you think say then the reason behind the submitted those lists to parliament
just to checkmate
oversight responsibility and this is one yet national service CEO no need wo mo oje akatua deputy D wo mo oje akatua you as an institution are what the power to exercise that oversight with you have failed
and the parliament are failing
exactly
and how Idrisukra has said it
exactly because they have and I'm the parliament in recent times are losing the credibility. Because abaya noise, your friends say an avenue for noise production. People go there, just to make unnecessary noise.
Avenue for noise.
Alaska now in recent time, and my papa been a free critical issues, but they don't even get time to even go into the issues. And never mind when you know. Now again, all the agencies, you have internal auditors.
That's right.
So what besides Argentina, these external auditors have not come to work. So about say no be betimi atena national service etime wie sika dodo a eti say na at the end of the day not even a single auditor was able to raise a red flag say ade we na akoso not even a single person.
But don't you think say a system omo create omo
no set a system and belong to you, so there should be an external auditor or internal auditor who should be able to intrude because no agency is independent in this country
and that external internal auditor no should right almost side.
So it means that corruption it's not limited to an individual. it's a some sort of it's a syndicate.
But no, Nana don't know or planning you. It's all about not doing enough.
So Central America say Corona course no a criminal syndicate in operation. So one person couldn't have committed these things. Gift your warrant I'll say SCB couldn't have done what they did without support and anything. After all, some of this money went through the financial system, the banking system, transactions, the withdrawals that they were Hanan. Now the boy every week be also could you over 500 million from bank, not or they go back, no the coffee. And we a bank will be says Ghana. Don't you think that you have to ask that question? What is a credibility check and answer oversight nema be ne guho. I na banks na ankasa kra no mo ankasa within kra no mu ni structures. I'm telling you for a fact say banks say go Akroma nyina no the major reason is that workers na ankasa na we bank no.
Oh really?
Oh yes, I'm telling you. Oh workers now the stories coming up room here. Because Uro bank you see say the structures are very weak and again the firewall in terms of security we na ebo mo ban omo nkoto papa na say be omo there because they don't want to spend much. Okay. So there are a lot of loopholes in the IT side and there are people who are within almost we are man for and there was a case at Abrantebi onu kwati me we over 40 billion from a bank in Ghana.
Exactly.
Now Akuffo me we 40 billion nipa 10 we 40 billion la bank na be ka say go and read the report. Alaska I'm telling you is a bank ye go Akroma nyina workers no mo adwom no mo wia. And that is a fact. Yes.
A good year.
No, because we national service or bank no we over 8 million. Then I say for no. Obutimi we the coffee later and so I'm find out. That tells you how weak are your systems in this here. So I think that in all year can we let us pause a little. Now young reflect on the weak the loopholes in the system. Now young fix it because me President Mahama pencil 2016. Yet me identify say a man for a use national service the bokrono almost see binum prosecute we binum no. Now I was thinking said that was going to be the end. We never knew say another chapter bigger than the Sirukra eba besi kwabrane betimi afa national service akobokrono over 2.2 billion obi amisi obi akwa.
But serious. And
the president sat aloof and a year kwa ye banya no nam kroma play president no nam wiem.
But and then nakura was saying the audacity as ankasa.
And America say you can't blame him. You see system no cheap into obetimi aka there because Akuffo Addo shouldn't be a person and say onya the moral way to even open his mouth because anyama ye discuss on TV post his government nyina aya wan kasa we are strongly responsible. O finance minister ntimi man kurom and that alone should tell you the kind of government obe run here. And these are the reality. But unfortunately Ghana and you can't say nyina bom na ya ne NDC MPP politics ntia ba na ye so easy no be afa no hodi. So I think there the office of the special prosecutor like I said it's a useless creation from day one. Purpose educate and serve. Then there is the need for us to look at it and if possible scrap it. And now nipa no turning to be let the person go home and another person comes and then we take over and then I think that the prosecution that Ghanaians seek will become a reality.
Okay. Right. Abusia we and some ekoso our political highway so Ken Ofori Atta and he did no latest update the Ebremo. But I must say some Japan Kokotisa and some way at my Ghana Politics Avenue. So and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that any update be able drop piano once able to me aka. But I must say